Afro Critic 93 here. We're just gonna wait a couple minutes until that's weird. There's a hair in my mouth. Anyways, we're gonna wait a couple minutes to see who comes in, if anybody comes in, and then we will get started. For any of you who are watching this in the rewind, we are going to be reviewing the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which I just saw in theaters today. So yeah. While we are waiting, let me just tell you about let me just fill you in on some new news. So if you haven't noticed yet, I'm not Manuel. Probably about a year and a half ago, Manuel entrusted his channel to me and Cryoprime. And so I'm trying to revive it, turn it into something new. And so starting with film reviews and seeing where it goes from there, what it's going to blow up into. So yeah, I am the new host of Nerdtastic News. And we're going to be doing some new stuff around here. So hope you are excited for that. If you don't know, I do have another channel. My other channel is called AfroX. If you're interested in anime at all, that's the place to be. I do AMVs on there. I do guides to, I have a pretty complete guide to One Piece on there. If you are at all interested in that. Hey, we got one person in the chat. If you're in the chat, give me a shout out, let me know, and I will definitely give you your due attention. What I was saying was I do AMVs on AfroX, and I also do guides to different animes on there. All right. So yeah, go check that out if you're into anime. If you want to check out my Patreon is www.patreon.com/AfroX, and you can sign up to donate there for as little as $5 a month. It's pretty cool. And you'll get different rewards. You can check it out there. If you are into the game Dead by Daylight, I do have a Dead by Daylight channel called Terror Time. The actual name of it is Terror Time 666. But you can check that out on there. I have over 200 videos on that channel, so you'll have so much content to look into. But yeah, that is my main other channels. And then I'm also doing this one. Yep. So for those of you that may not know, Nerdtastic News is part of the PCP Army. That is Pop Culture Philosophers. If you are interested in them, Robbie does Rocket Robbie Live every Sunday night. I believe that's at 9. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I do know for sure that he does film reviews with a whole bunch of other people, and that is on Monday nights at 9. So go check him out. But yeah. All right. So let's get into it. Let me reiterate, we are going to be reviewing today the Super Mario Galaxy movie. All right. So today I went to see the Super Mario Galaxy movie in theaters. I go to the one in Plymouth called Imagine Willow Creek. It's a really, really nice theater. You should check it out sometime if you're ever in the west suburbs. With it, or no, we're the west suburbs. Anyways, go check it out. And so, I did do a review on Letterboxd. If you ever want to look at any of the reviews that I've done, I do post them on Letterboxd. And I do have a profile on there, so you can go check that out. That is under my name, AfroCritic93. So, Super Mario Galaxy movie, directed by Aaron Horvath and Michael Jelenic. My tagline for this, pretty much the overarching idea, what I thought was, it's more like the every Mario game ever movie. Quick synopsis: Rosalina is kidnapped by Bowser Jr. Peach, Toad, Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi must go on a daring mission throughout the cosmos to rescue her. By the way, I am going to say in this review, might drop a couple of spoilers. If you don't want to have spoilers, maybe wait until you see the movie, and then, then we'll get to that. Or then you can watch this. So the good parts of the movie. The animation was spectacular. You could really tell that they had a zero limit budget on the animation. So looking at stuff like when Mario and Luigi activated the fire flower, the animation of their clothes burning off and it turning into the fire flower costume, that was really, really cool. The animations of like the paint coming to life, I thought the paint animations were absolutely amazing. I loved that. Really, really good with the animation. I have a bad habit of yawning every time I go on live stream. I don't know why. The soundtrack was absolute ear candy. You got to hear all the old tracks in orchestra form. So we're talking like Super Mario World 1, Super Mario Galaxy, although in the game of Galaxy, you're already hearing the orchestra version, but getting to hear it on the big screen is just so much better, in my opinion. So yeah, getting to hear that was phenomenal. I liked the plot. The writing was good, except for a few things. They introduced new ideas and they fleshed them out, and the heroes had to struggle to win, and I really appreciated that. There's so many movies out there where the ending will be phoned in. And that's just so sad to see. Oh, I forgot to show the banner. There we go. It's so sad to see movies that suffer from not having a good struggle in them for the main heroes. But this one did, which was something that I really, really liked. Now on to the bad stuff that I thought was not good, but not like an absolute sin. The few hitches in the writing. So this is where I get kind of into a little bit of spoiler territory. Just to let you guys know. Making Bowser legitimately good only to nearly immediately flip because it was necessary for the story was a bad move. They did give him some overlap time, but it was nowhere near enough time. Like, if you're going to have a character go from, I have been fully reformed, I'm willing to sacrifice myself for the my former enemy, you can't just have him flip as soon as like someone says, hey, you belong here, your family, stuff like that. And I did like that Bowser did have a moment of wrestling with that, kind of. But yeah, it was too much of a flip from him being sympathetic to them to being like red-eyed rage on the bridge. So there was that, and then also the backstory book. Peach reads pretty much her backstory to find out where she came from. It was a plot point in the first movie that she was trying to figure out like who her family was. Said that the Toads just found her one day. And it's kind of ironic that all this stuff happens on her birthday as well, or on that day. Sorry. But yeah, I understand why they did that why they had to do like a little 5-minute this is exposition backstory, but it just left a bad taste, honestly. The ugly, these are like pretty much the sins of the movie that I really didn't like. The pacing. Typically movies struggle from random pacing or slow pacing. This film suffers from light speed pacing due to a desire to stuff as many Mario and Nintendo video game references in as possible. In 2 hours, they managed to cover Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. Wii, Thousand Year Door, Paper Mario, Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Maker, Bowser being nicest from Super Mario RPG, Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Odyssey, Super Smash Brothers, Yoshi's Island, and the bee and the frog that I didn't even recognize. I think the frog is from Dig Dug. Anyways, they still managed to write a somewhat compelling rescue story, albeit with having to speedrun most problems and glossing over some locations. So this is a Super Mario Galaxy movie, which you would think would be all about traveling to different planets, exploring those planets, getting to like know what things are happening there. But honestly, each of these planets is just a different game they wanted to show off, and the pacing really made it so it felt choppy, and there were moments where I couldn't follow what was happening. I was like, wait, they were there and suddenly they're on a different planet, and it was hard to make sense of the space that the characters were living in, which was kind of hard to deal with. But yeah, this was extremely light speed pacing. They were they had a whole bunch of ideas and they tried to really stuff all of them in there. And the crazy part was that they came up with all these new ideas and they did manage to flesh them out, but it made it so that like they had to flesh them out randomly all over the place, kind of like a Seinfeld episode. Everything was just boom, 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 right in a row. You did not get a moment to rest between, hey, here's a Super Mario Brothers Wii reference and here's a Super Mario Odyssey reference. Stuff like that. So, yeah. Yeah. Also, I did not like it because in the trailer, it looked like Bowser Jr. was gonna summon Metal Mario, and Metal Mario never showed up in the movie, so I was pretty dejected about that. Final thoughts. I feel like an infinite amount of monkeys with an infinite amount of typewriters wrote this movie. And it was directed by two dudes on speed because to direct something like this, you would have had to be thinking almost as fast as the Flash. So yeah. This film had better be setting up for a Super Smash Bros. Movie. I mean, there was just too many cameos and teases in it. Star Fox is in it. Mr. Game & Watch, Rob, the Pikmin. Yeah, I think those are the main four from Smash Bros. But like, there were so many cameos in it. I was half expecting to see a CGI Link. honestly, like from Dynasty Warriors or not Dynasty Warriors, from Hyrule Warriors or something like that. But I'm really hoping that the third movie in this series, since it seems like they're making a franchise, I hope the third movie they're coming out with is Super Smash Bros. Or the Super Smash Brothers movie. Maybe even do Super Smash Bros. The what was it called? The storyline of the second of Brawl. Something like the hyperspace continuum. The subspace emissary. I actually didn't look that up. Scout's honor. I just remembered it at the last second. But yeah, subspace emissary would be a great storyline to adapt for a Super Mario Bros. Or a Super Smash Bros. Movie. Yeah. So I give this movie 7.5 out of 10 stars. But on Letterboxd that is a 3.5 out of 5. So yep. I can't rate it any higher. Well, that is all for today. That is my review of the Super Mario Galaxy movie. We're probably going to start doing more reviews coming in the future. Wahoo! So I hope you are really excited for that. And now I'm going to drop a kind of a big piece of news, and I hope this doesn't affect people who are still subscribed to this channel and stuff. There are plans in the works to make a transition, and that transition is going to be I've gotten the blessing of Manuel. So love him and stuff, but I am going to be transitioning the channel over to being called Filmtastic Reviews, and this is going to be a film review channel. I'll still be in the PCP community. I'll still be in the chat on Robbie's stuff. The only difference is there's going to be a slight name change. I tried to keep it as close to Nerdtastic News as possible, just so we still have brand recognition, things like that. But I do want to transition over to Filmtastic Reviews. So if you see the banner and the logo change in the next couple of weeks, don't be alarmed. That is just what is planning to be happening with this channel. But thank you so much to everyone for watching. Big ol' station from Afrocritic 93, and I'm really excited to be the host of the brand new film review channel, reviewing current movies, and maybe some old ones if we get like time and stuff, but mostly reviewing new movies. And this is gonna be Filmtastic Reviews, so get ready. My name is Afrocritic 93. I am a film critic on Letterboxd, and I will see you at the movies. See you later, YouTube. Bye-bye.